Next question is about Andrew Yang. Hey, David, when will Andrew Yang enter the top three Democratic primary candidates in the polling? So I'm going to assume that this is a serious question because the person who sent it has been emailing me about Andrew Yang in a perfectly reasonable and serious manner for a year. And they genuinely seem to be fans and supporters of Andrew Yang. I'm not going to assume it's a trolling question, but here's the deal. Andrew Yang is not going to enter the top three in 2020 Democratic polling. And that's okay. All right. He's done way more than many people expected. He has introduced some interesting ideas into the 2020 Democratic primary discussion. Now, I know a lot of people will say, David, stop it. Andrew has said his goal is not poll 3%. His goal is to be president of the United States. That's great. That should be everyone's goal who's running for president. I wish everybody was genuinely running because they believe that they are going to be president of the United States. I have no problem with Andrew Yang personally. I like him. I've interviewed him multiple times. I see him as sincere. I see him as genuine. I don't see him as some kind of right libertarian Trojan horse, as some people have pointed out. He has policy ideas. Some are better than others. There are problems with some of his policy ideas, and that's all as we would expect with any candidate. But he's not going to poll in the top three. And it's not because I don't believe in him, okay? Andrew Yang was in sixth place heading into the third debate last night behind Biden, Bernie, Warren, Harris, and Buttigieg. It is already a huge accomplishment that he's ahead of all sorts of actual elected officials and political insiders. He's ahead of Beto and Cory Booker and Tulsi Gabbard and numerous other members of Congress and more establishment people who had higher name recognition at the beginning of this campaign. Now, maybe I'll be eating my hat next week if new post-debate polling shows Andrew Yang in third place. But between Biden and Bernie and Warren, that's roughly 2/3 of the Democratic primary electorate already. If you look at their second choices, I don't see a mathematical path for Andrew Yang to break the top three. Even if everyone other than Biden, Bernie, and Warren drops out, and Andrew Yang gets a full 50% of all of that support, of all those other people, that's 11 points. It's still not enough to break into third place. And that's not even accounting for the reality that the support of some of those other candidates would go to Bernie, Biden, and Warren, making it even more difficult for Andrew Yang to catch up. So he's not going to enter the top three in this election. That doesn't mean he can't have an impact. It doesn't mean he's a bad person. It doesn't mean he's running a bad campaign. He has ideas, some of which are good and some of which are less good, like any candidate. And that's all great. But if people are genuinely waiting for the day in which we say Andrew Yang has pulled into second place, I don't see it happening. If you disagree with me, give me the mathematical path that Andrew Yang has, not just he's going to just crush it between now and election day and the first primaries, and he'll be in second or third place before you know it. I just don't see it. Convince me that I'm wrong.